I once sat across a conference table from a quality head at a tier 1 automotive supplier. We were mid-conversation about a potential supply arrangement when he slid a one-page document across the table and sent, "Before you go any further, show me this." It was a list of certifications. Not a long list, but every item on it was not non-negotiable for him. No certificate meant no conversation, regardless of price, capacity, or how good the sample looked. At first, I thought he was being bureaucratic. Over time, I understood he was being smart. Hello, I am Rahul Agarwal, Managing Director at Prestech Forgings and Engineering Private Limited, and I help procurement teams source forgings without costly mistakes. Certifications in manufacturing get a bad reputation. People see them as a paperwork exercises, something you do for the audit, not for the shop floor. And frankly, in some companies, that reputation is earned. But here is what a serious certification actually represents when it is lived and not just framed. It means the vendor has defined their processes, documented their controls, trained their people to follow them, and invited an external body to verify it. It means that when something goes wrong, and in manufacturing, something always eventually does, there is a system to catch it, trace it, and fix it. Without a certification framework, you are relying entirely on the vendor's word that their process is under control. With it, you have independent verification. The question is not whether certifications matter. They do. The question is which ones matter for your application and what to look for beyond the certificate itself. So, what certification should a forging vendor hold before you even consider them as a serious supplier? For most industrial and automotive applications, the baseline is ISO 9001. It tells you the vendor has a documented quality management system. It is the minimum. So, if a vendor does not hold ISO 9001, stop the conversation there. If you are in automotive, for passenger vehicles, commercial vehicles, or tractors, you need IATF 16949. This is the automotive specific quality standard that goes significantly deeper than ISO 9001. It demands advanced product quality planning, measurement system analysis, and statistical process control. It is not easy to obtain or maintain. A vendor holding IATF 16949 has demonstrated a level of process discipline that ISO 9001 alone does not guarantee. For oil and gas and energy applications, look for API certifications relevant to the component type and ask specifically about PED compliance if you are supplying into European markets. For railways, EN 15085 or equivalent certification for the specific component category is very important, along with material certifications traceable to recognized standards like EN 10083 or AST. But here is what I tell every buyer: do not stop at the certificate. Ask for the latest external audit report. Ask when the surveillance audit is due. Ask if they have had any major non-conformances in the last 2 years and how they closed them. A vendor with a healthy certification history will answer all this openly. A vendor who gets uncomfortable with these questions is telling you something important. A certificate on the wall is a starting point. The conversation after it is where you find the truth. In my next video, I am going to walk you through the complete journey from your drawing to a finished forged component. Every stage, what should happen, and where most vendors quietly cut corners. You do not want to miss that one. If this was useful, share it with your quality or sourcing team. And if you have a specific certification question about your industry or application, drop it in the comment. I am ready, everyone. See you in my next video.